Welcome to the studio. This is Cherish. I really wanted to welcome you in and show you a reset of the studio. I am currently finishing a painting that I have been working on for 3 years, and not literally like 3 years consecutively every single day, but 3 years in total. And I love this painting so much. I am taking the tape off and now starting to realize that I forgot that I painted the sides of this painting blue. I've been working with Michelle, who is the person that commissioned the art, and she and I have been going back and forth on blue or pink, or we didn't, blue never came up. It was pink or yellow. And now that I'm seeing this blue, I'm starting to think that this is the color. Obviously, I need to go back and retouch some things because when I put the tape on, it was very bright, bright white. But look at that. And these are her dogs. They've all passed away. So there's 4 dogs in there. One of them, the first one is Stone. So that's the one whose little tag I'm taking off. And I'm trying to be so careful taking it off because I don't want to make any more damage on the painting and then have to repair it. So there's Stone, and then there's Maya. And then Pinky, who is there. Pinky is the one that was always in charge. And then the last one is Misty, but her tag I took off a while ago because I had to repaint the fur. Painting this commission was so interesting because the first thing that I did was get the personalities of the dogs and figure out who they were and how they interacted, and that totally played into how they're positioned on the painting, where you have Pinky right in the middle because she's the matriarch of everything, and then Stone, who's a goofball, and then Misty, who is, you know, kind of the old man, but she's a woman. Anyway, I just really loved painting it, and I'm really going to be sad when it goes home to its mama. But yeah, for now, it's just in a drying phase, and I wanted to go through that phase, and I'll make some updates and varnish it pretty soon. Okay, so I've reset the studio, and it's pretty cute. Let me show you what I did over here. I think I like it. I'm not sure yet. This is the wall that the painting of the dogs used to be on, and now this is going to be sketching for this new painting that I'm working on. That's the reference for it. And then because I'm in drawing mode, I reset this from painting to have like all of my drawing tools out on this cart, and then some watercolor here so that I can kind of explore. The goal is to iterate on the drawing so that I can start getting to the next step with it. This is actually like the exciting part for me because I don't know what's going to happen. So we're going to see. I've got about an hour till I need to leave, but the exciting part here is that I'm going to start with some media that I haven't used in a while. So maybe some colored pencils, maybe some chalk pastels. And really what I'm looking for is just getting the body, kind of starting to get the body mapped out and starting to explore the body. So I think it'll be interesting to see the things that I am interested in for this particular reference. And it's printed kind of small on purpose so that I don't start to dive into details right away. So hear me out. I'm gonna get into it. We'll see how it all goes. first layer is down. I think this is interesting. There's some things I want to fix about the drawing, like the width of her torso is not quite right. That's here. So width of torso. I think I'm really going to like playing with the fabric. That part seems like it's going to be really interesting. And then I love like where the pocket bunches and things like that. I love that kind of stuff. It's going to be good. Here's where we are. I'm going to do some more video. Also, I really like, so at first I thought I didn't really like, I don't really like bristle buses. I don't really like bristle brushes, but I do like them for just moving the watercolor paint around. So that may be my little thing. I haven't, I should give you a little tour of my little drawing cart, but I kind of like this experience of this, like, look at this thing. I don't even know what this brush is, right? I don't know what it is, but I like the experience of moving the paint around with this brush and letting it kind of be messy. I think that the beginning preliminary sketch part of the work for me is not neat. And it's funny because when I get to painting, it does become kind of neat and refined or whatever. But the beginning is just play. It's just pure play, just to see if I like it, just to see if I think it's interesting. So like this drawing is just, it's done. You know, I'm not going any farther than that. The parts I love are like this little midriff area. Love that. Love this leg. Like this whole section right here. Love that. I love this part here with where the arm and the breast are. And of course, I love the head. I always love the head, but the head's not always the thing that's going to tell that story. And I might do a little mat to just hold it up over sections so that I can see, like, is this interesting as a painting on its own? Because it might be. And this is the part where we just play and we just find it, you know, we're just finding it. That's the beauty of playing with the paint. So I'm going to put this one away. I'm going to start another one. And usually in this phase, it's like fast and multiple. So fast in that this was only about 30 minutes. I actually had my book set to just go for 30 minutes and then it went off and I was like, whoa, what happened? And it's because the book was done. And now I just take this one down, do another one, take this one down, do another one. And in the doing, I kind of find where the painting is going to be, where the painting is actually going to live. I need the chest to be more massive. So because right now it's just proportionate and that's fine. Proportion is great. You know, we all love a good proportion. But for me, I feel like, because I'm kind of like losing weight right now. I'm on this weight loss journey and this is me, right? But the thing about this, when I look at this image of myself, I see all the big parts and I don't see how the weight has come off of my waist, for example. I see the fact that, you know, things are kind of out of control, like my arms are too big or my legs are too big. And what I want to do is really play into that story of telling like the arm is this big. I think the arm works, but I think the chest needs to be like out to here. I think it needs to take up more mass, like more, because then when you're looking at it, when you are looking at it, you feel that, right? You feel that mass in the chest. I like the body in this one. I like it. I feel like it's got the right level of mass, of width. I'm out of times. Otherwise I would fiddle around more here. But I think and also it's foreshortened, so this should be a peak. Like there should be a peak, which I think starts here, goes there, and then you have like the different angles, but that's okay because we're not trying to like make it perfect. We're just trying to capture information in a fun way, you know? And then if you look at this one, that is a little more information. You can see how this doesn't give you the right like mass up top. Bottom, I think is getting there, but I like where this is going up top. And I kind of like that the legs are kind of too big. Like it's funny because I really think I am going to make like a little mat so that I can just look at like areas of it. Because I feel like this here is a really interesting composition. I feel like I love the fabric. I feel like this here is an interesting composition. This is interesting. I feel like this, if we just cut the bottom like here, is off. I do think I want to do one with the full legs in it so that I can see what that looks like. So I think that would be a shame if I missed that opportunity. But that's where we are. That's where we are. I think it's a good start.
Featuring Mommy and Arthur. All right, Mommy, tell people where we're going.
We are now going to the 626 Asian Market, located in Santa Anita Racetrack. So, I don't know if you have to use money or a card. I don't have any money, but I have a card. And I should be able to find an ATM in there.
I also don't have any money. Arthur might have money. But we're just going to see what happens.
Yes.
Now introducing Jason Richardson, my brother. This is not like a fake angle. He's 6'4". He's very tall.
Oh,
see?
God.
It keeps going up. Hi. So I'm doing a little sketching at the table right before we went to go get lunch. It was so hot outside. It was, I think, 92 to 100. I think that's how hot it was. We were at the Santa Anita Mall in, I think it's in Arcadia. I can't remember exactly where it is, but we have been going to this place since I was a small child. So it was so funny to go into the racetrack and not have to go under the turnstile. And it was funny because I mentioned it to the guy who checked us in, and he literally was like, "We haven't done that in years." I'm like, "Well, I haven't been here in years." So it was very fun. It was very nostalgic to go. And my horse won. We didn't bet or anything, but my horse that I picked came in first. So yeah, number one. The thing about drawing people in public is that honestly, no one is paying attention to you. If somebody sees, like if you have a big setup or something like that, they might walk by and they might talk to you, but they're not like watching you back. I'm watching them. I'm definitely watching them. I definitely am looking at people, and I'm not, in any way abashed about looking at them. But I am looking and I'm capturing information and I am drawing. Now, in this case, I was drawing my brother, but there were other people around. So I drew 15 people, I think, that day, just getting their body, their facial expressions. It's less about facial expression and more about body language. And I think that's the key. That's the key. So you're really just kind of like getting the mood of that person as opposed to their exact likeness. Like the little 2 up there with my brother, that does not look like him, but it's kind of the vibe of him. And it's important to do these exercises. To me, drawing from observation in public, if I need to, is a definite key to success as a person who loves to draw. And a person who, literally, you just watched me start my next painting with drawing. And without that kind of faculty of practice, I don't know that I can pick up and start working on a painting the way that I like to work on a painting, because I like to start from drawing as opposed to from tracing a photograph or something like that. So these are the drawings that I did. I somehow deleted all the footage. I had it. It looked great. I watched it and everything, but I deleted it on accident. So these are the drawings that I did on the day. You can see there's not there's no faces. There's nothing like super specific about anything. It's just a lot of contour sketching, and I truly enjoyed doing it. Thanks for watching. I'm so happy if you stayed on to the end. Comment a little, a paintbrush to let me know that you're here. And I will see you guys next week. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and do all the fun things. Talk to you soon. Bye.